Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today is the 26th of February. We have a very nice slate of games to break down for you guys today. So, as normal, if you guys can leave a like, we definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button for more NBA FanDuel and DraftKings lineup advice videos where we break down the injury news, usage rate, and, cash game and GPP plays. So, why not give us a subscribe? And like I said, it's free. And like I said, we for the most part give away some pretty good advice. So, speaking of last night, it was a pretty good night for us. I'm kind of, kicking myself. I I did not play any cash because I went out last night with my girlfriend to go help her out with some things, which is totally awesome. Um, so I decided not to play because I wasn't going to be able to be around for the injury news if there was any. But my goodness, I wish I would have played last night, everybody. Premium absolutely destroyed. We had a 403 and a 378. We absolutely killed last night. Like I said, it hurts me to see $0 on there. I wish I would have played. So 403 last night. Let's break down the lineup. We had Cunningham. Fox was the dud. If he would have popped off, we would have like a 420, 425. Pacheski, Dennis Schroeder absolutely killed it. Aaron Wiggins, Tyson, Sengun, Allen. Like I said, it was just a really good night overall. And like I said, this is where it kind of hurts. This was a $100 entry last night. Would have easily taken down the $1,200. And this was only a $65 entry last night. And these guys both shared first place, so I would have won $900 for first on that one too. So it's a little painful. I could have won, over $3,500 last night on about $120 worth of entry fees, a little bit more. So slightly painful, but the best part is, like I said, these were premium lineups. They were given out to our subscribers. So if you guys would have bought the $6 day pass yesterday, these are both the lineups you guys would have got. And like I said, the other one was a 378, so that one would have cashed everywhere as well. So yeah, come join us today. Why not come join us? Like I said, we're breaking down the slate. We're showing you guys our projections on our live streams, and it's been really well for us. So $6 for day pass for main slate. You get two lineups, one cash and one GPP lineup. If you guys want to do DK, we can give you two for DK. But if you want to do one of each, we can do that as well. One for FanDuel, one for DraftKings. And also, if you want to do a $30 monthly pass, that's going to be per site separately, and that will be, like I said, only $30 for two lineups per day as well. And Twitter and our email will be in the comment section below. Click that Twitter right there; it will take you right to our. Click that link; it will take you right to our Twitter, and there it is right there as well on the screen for you. And also, like I said, our email. Copy that email, message us. We'll get you guys all set up. But yeah, like I said, it was a very good night overall for premium 403. Definitely one of the higher scores that I've had here in a little bit with a 400, especially on a 5 game slate. So with that all being said, let's go break it down. We have the Heat taking on the Sixers here. We have a 239.5, 2.5 spread. So yeah, it's a 2.5, 239. It's just going to be one of those pick and choose who you want to go to here. This is definitely an uptick here for Philadelphia, so it's going to be a better spot for them. So once again, guys like Joel Embiid, 9,400, the guy that hasn't really played too much, you can look at him. Only played 26 minutes against Indiana, but I could see him getting 28 to 30 minutes here and still be in play against a Miami team that I'm not too worried about. So once again, I think since Embiid's back, it's going to be maxing in Embiid for me. VJ and Kelly are okay in a couple one-offs, especially VJ. This guy can pop off here, especially even with Joel Embiid there. So those are probably the three that I would consider in this massive high total. Over here on the Miami side, they do have some injuries. We do have Norman Powell and Mitchell as our question marks as of now. So we'll have to see if these guys play. I don't think they play tomorrow, so there's that. Once again, Tyler here at 6,700 is pretty dang cheap if you want to take a GPP shot with him. Just like I said, if he gets you 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, that's going to be worth it for only a $6,700 price tag. Yes, I know he's still making his way back from injuries on the minute restriction, but he had 26 last time, which is a good sign. So I could see him getting you 27, 29 minutes in this one. So at 6,700 with a guy that has high usage and potential, definitely don't mind him. You can look at Bam if you want, but Joel Embiid being there slightly hurts. So for the most part, going to be targeting that Philadelphia side of things. And Indiana here in this one. We have a 229, 12.5 here by the Hornets. So we have to, like I said, keep that one in mind. It's not a back-to-back, I don't think, for Indiana either. Siakam is doubtful. We do have Andrew Nembhard as questionable. I do expect him to play. I think that's why it's a 12.5 and not like a 14, 15. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where they could absolutely blow them out. I don't know how much I want. If Nembhard is out, then that gives a little bit more usage to other guys. If Cam Jones starts, once again, even if Nembhard's there, I don't mind looking at Cam Jones at only 4,300. Only if he starts. You can go look at Kobe Brown off the bench. He's a half decent option at 47, as you can see. His price is a little high though, so wish it was a little bit lower, but he's still worth a consideration. And then you got Michael Potter as well. Diabate should eat. Like I said, I told you guys last game he was going to eat, and he did. So, but like I said, only thing I'm worried about is a blowout, and these Charlotte guys not playing as much. Once again, you got Michael Potter. Even in limited minutes, he can pop off. So there's that for you. Houston, Orlando, going to be one of the lower totals on the docket. We have 215, 3.5. So this is a back-to-back here for Houston. We picked Sengun last night in that big 71 bomb that he had. For the most part, I think I don't really have much from this game. I think Easton's still worth a look. Eamon Thompson's back, yeah. So I just don't have a ton. There's so many other games out there. I think maybe in GPPs you can look at Paulo, you can look at Black, but I just don't think you need to really go there tonight. San Antonio and Brooklyn is our next game. We got a 225, one of those games that you're probably not going to want to go to. 11.5. This is a back-to-back for the San Antonio Spurs. So we'll see. They usually have their injury report coming out or out already by the time I do these videos. So we'll see. Victor has been playing on back-to-back, so he should be fine. Stephon Castle is our question mark of the night. And, that affects a little bit. He has a left hip flexor tightness, so it's probably just going to rest him here against a Brooklyn team that they should get it done without him. Wrong one I clicked on. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, with Castle potentially being out, that helps out Harper a little bit. I still think his minutes are going to be about the same. He did play 29, so a couple more minutes, 36.5. So that is one guy at 5,000 that you could definitely look at. Another one that I want to look at is Julian Champagnie. If Keldon Johnson and Castle are both out, I think that Champagnie could be a half-decent play at only 4,300. I don't think a lot of people are going to have him, but he's been a little half-decent as well. But, having those two guys out are going to even help more with the usage rate. So definitely look at Julian Champagnie. Brooklyn side, I don't think you need to go here. There's no reason to. Even in tournaments, just don't see anything. So I'm going to pass that up. Washington, Atlanta, these guys just played. We have the first half Wizards taking on the Atlanta Hawks, 235.59.5 spread. So yeah, I won't go too into it much, but Washington mostly plays their guys first half. Alexander Walker's questionable. Jalen Daniels is out in this one, so we'll have to see what they do. One guy you can look at, models liked him yesterday, was Bob Carrington. Played 26 minutes, had 32.5 fantasy points, so maybe you can go to the well with him again, if anyone from that side of things. I expect Jonathan Kuminga to be absolute chalk tonight. I don't mind looking at Justin Champagnie with Jalen Johnson out. Like I said, everyone's going to go to Jonathan, which is fine. But I could still see, Champagnie getting the start and Kuminga still coming off the bench. And, Champagnie can go get you 25, 30 fantasy points at 5,200. So don't mind going that way in GPPs. And then over here at the center position, I told you guys about it the other night. It could be a blowout, and Jock Landale was my play. Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, he didn't do anything. He only had 14, so I apologize. But I was slightly on the right track with a backup center being good, right? I was just wrong with Landale. It was Mohamed Gay that was the backup center winner last time against Washington with the 26-7. So, man. You can go back to the well with Landale. He did play 20 minutes, so keep that one in mind. He just sucked. Um, but yeah, that's up to you guys. Portland and Chicago here. No Denny Avila in this one tonight. We have a 234, 4.5 by Portland on the road, so I do like that quite a bit. Um, let's go look at the Portland Trailblazers. And as I mentioned, Denny Avila is going to be out once again, and it looks like I forgot what the word was on Donovan Clingan. I think I just saw something. Let me check real quick, guys, because this did not update. But I saw some news. Make sure he's probable. Okay, downgraded to questionable. Okay, so Donovan Clingan is now questionable here. Do they play tomorrow? Portland Trailblazers do not play. Okay, but Donovan Clingan being questionable is not a good sign for him. We got Robert Williams already questionable in this one, so they potentially could be down bad. We'll just, like I said, we'll just have to see what they're gonna do. But keep an eye on him. That's massive news. If he is out, Kamara comes into play, probably one of the top plays of the slate, in my opinion, just because he is a rebound machine. When those dudes are out, he could probably get you double double. And if you're betting, I would bet on a double double for Kamara tonight if Donovan Clingan is out and Robert Williams. But one of them hopefully plays. But I would pick one of the guys that does play, Clingan or Robert Williams. Another guy that could help is Chris Murray. I could see him being a half decent GPP play with Clingan if Clingan's out. So keep that one in mind. And then you got the normal guys. You got Drew and Scoot Henderson here. Henderson playing half decent as well the last couple of days. So that's what we got going on there. Chicago side of things, you can go look at Yabusele and Nick Richards again. With Jalen Smith being out, definitely Yabusele. Even Bazulius could be a half decent play. Portland's not a good defense, so I really don't mind targeting a couple of those guys, even Trey Jones and GPPs. Sacramento and Dallas is our last one of the night. Back to back here for Sacramento. We have a 233.5, 7.5 by the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, I just don't know how much Sacramento I have here. They already were announcing out a couple of these guys here. I think Russell Westbrook, like I said, this wasn't updated. Um, so yeah, Russell Westbrook listed out. Malik Monk is questionable. Keegan Murray is out. So yeah, hopefully if they play the dude, Devin Carter comes into play if he plays. He has not been playing at all, so that kind of sucks. So Clifford comes into play for sure for Sacramento. Malik Monk, if he plays, could come into play, but he's still going to be limited on minutes no matter what. But Clifford's probably your main guy you're going to want to look at 5,400. He's going to play big minutes. Same thing with Ploden. I expect Ploden to play or even start here. So I want some of these cheaper guys on a back-to-back, the young guys, not really DeRozan or any of those dudes. But yeah, and then like I said, Washington South, Najee Marshall comes into play a little bit more as well. And then Marvin Bagley with Gafford being doubtful should come into play. And then with Max as well, I don't mind playing him on the back to back. If Westbrook's out, Westbrook's out officially. If Keegan Murray, right? There's a lot of usage to go around, so I don't mind looking at him a little bit as well. So this should be a really good slate, guys. Once again, it was a really good night for our premium subscribers. I just wish I would have played, but I shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. But like I said, these were still given out to all of our premium subs. So throughout the day, hopefully we have some screenshots that we can give to you guys. But like I said, a 403 and a 378 is what our premium subscribers got last night. And like I said, that 403 would absolutely smash everywhere. Would have took down the $100 entry and would have took down the $65 entry as well. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys want to get in on premium, check us out on our Twitter. Click that link in the comment section. We'll take you right to us. Give us a follow while you're there, and also our email is down there. Copy that email. Message us. We'll get you guys all set up on today's slate. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys win some money tonight. Like I said, come join us. $6 day pass, less than a cup of coffee. Let's kick some butt tonight. And once again, thanks for watching.